GALA Token price check, GALA V2 fully underway, GALA burning billions of its own tokens, Mirandus exemplar stress test, May Mayhem opportunities for Superior, and some info on the NFT Nexus bundles for Champions Arena. What's going on, folks? You're here chilling with the real Satoshi Aoki. Want to start off by saying that I do hold GALA Token. I hold GALA NFTs. I am a GALA Founders Node holder. I am not sponsored by GALA Games. I make content regularly on GALA Games every single week because I'm passionate about the crypto gaming ecosystem as well as general gaming and crypto by itself. With all of that being said though, folks, make sure that you always do your own research before investing because these videos are not financial advice and I'm not your financial advisor. Fundamentally speaking, I do think GALA is the most #1 promising blockchain gaming project in the cryptocurrency ecosystem. Alrighty folks, so starting off with the GALA price check, rank 161 at the moment overall, down 2.5% for the last 24 hours, sitting very much just above 3 cents. Despite that negative price action for the last 24-hour period, if we actually have a look at the 7-day, GALA is up 8.3%, so that is nice to see. Still down though, 18.7 for the last 2 weeks, 30.5 for the 1 month, 65.6 for the year, and up a mere 0.1 for the hour. Still holding though a very impressive 22,393.81% according to CoinGecko from its all-time low over 2 years ago from December 28th, 2020. If we go ahead and have a look at Tuesday, the 9th of May, we reached a high of 0.03031713 cents. And really consolidated to Friday the 12th of May, reaching a high of 0.028733367 cents, before reaching a high on Monday the 15th of May of 0.0311476 cents, before reaching its price today. So in a nutshell, folks, if you've been a short-term trader on GALA, you've been scalping, acquiring more GALA, or just making some profits from GALA, then good on you. I'm personally not in it for the shorter-term swing trading, okay? I'm really just accumulating from the node, like I kind of tell you in every video, and holding long-term based on those strong fundamentals, the partnerships, the games, GALA Film, GALA Music, everything that they have going on in that ecosystem. So still very bullish, and honestly, this price action is definitely worth reporting on, okay? Seeing what happens with the price. It's going to be really interesting to see where the price goes over really probably the coming month with the recent huge multi-billion burn of GALA token, guys. Absolutely massive news, which we will be covering in a moment. That's inevitably going to have an effect on the GALA price, and not to also mention that every year the actual node distribution gets halved in a similar way to Bitcoin's halving. The only thing we're missing is some real, honest, genuine utility from the GALA token. Where do we find that utility? Well, it's a promise at the moment that we're going to find utility within at least the GALA games ecosystem, being the utility of GALA within the games. Like Mirandus, for example. You play the game Mirandus, there's going to be reasons why you want to hold GALA in order to accumulate more GALA and in order to sort of better yourself, further yourself in that game. If that happens across a number of players, restricts the supply of GALA with the halving, reduced supply of GALA coming in from the nodes. If the supply continues to decrease in that sense and the demand increases also just from the general sort of market sentiment and people jumping in and holding GALA from FOMO, from influencers like, I don't know, Altcoin Daily and others alike, then it's very probable that we could see an increase in the GALA token price, especially when we do hit a full-fledged bull market. We're making good on our commitment to our community and lighting GALA on fire. What's it all about? How to light $660 million on fire. Initially today, they had 4 separate burns of 500 million GALA. This can all be seen on the contract. They also proceeded to burn an additional 3.9 billion GALA approximately, which is equivalent to the total revenue in GALA that they have ever received. That, as far as I'm aware, is from their own node distributions from the team. Now, something that I really like that they have actually addressed is the fact as to why they are not dumping and exiting and why that's not possible with a burn mechanism, all right? They have used the success, you saw it before, the 22,000% increase from the all-time low of when GALA started in 2020, around that time, to actually help fund the project, guys. But If they were actually holding on to the tokens and slowly selling them, that would be a problem. But they've actually gone ahead and burnt them. They say here, therefore, we have decided to fully neutralize the dump and exit scenario. You can't dump and exit scam unless you have tokens to dump. They don't have the tokens to dump because they're burning them. By burning nearly the entirety of our reserves, we hope to extinguish this fear and return focus to the node network. No puns intended. Now this is where it gets absolutely crazy, guys. With this goal in mind, we have initiated a burn of a further 15 billion GALA, guys. So we add that on to almost 4 to 5 billion GALA here, guys. That's really almost 20 billion GALA that they are planning to burn in total over the course of the future. This is the vast majority of our reserves in GALA. Moving forward, our eye is firmly on the future. We've established a wallet with 2 billion GALA as a strategic reserve, which will be openly labeled on chain for all to see. This reserve locked behind the multi-sig wallet is a testament to our long-term commitment to you, our community, and our dedication to supporting the node network. I like what I'm seeing here. The Mirandus stress test is live. Adventurers and rings of Discord are plenty. The Mirandus test has commenced. Closes 30th of May. Now, I'm not actually sure when the actual screenshot or the snapshot was for the exemplar holdings to actually play this playtest, but I'm pretty sure if you held an exemplar for at least maybe a couple of weeks before this actually went live, there's probably a good chance you can actually come in and play. It's really cool to see that there's actually 2 weeks worth of playtest available for this as well. One thing I'd also like to throw in today is that I actually did a content creator playtest with Classy Games, Chewbacca, and 88-bit Tendies, and I'm actually going to be uploading that sometime in the near future, and I'm also going to be live streaming my own experience over the course of the next 2 weeks, trying to actually earn some Materium playing Mirandus. So you can actually go in and kill, I think, a goblin, and I think the goblin leader or the goblin mother, and you can get a share of what is a lot of Materium. I don't know exactly how much you're going to earn or if the distributions will be different from person to person, but I did hear that it was like first come first served originally, and there was a bit of like a community outcry that didn't really like that because I think some exemplars were maybe better for killing goblins than others, something like that anyway, and some exemplars would be at a slight disadvantage, but I think they've made it a bit more fair now from what I've heard, and I'm really excited about that because I think it just makes it fairer, because otherwise, you know, it just becomes too much of a pay to win element more than a play to earn. One quick side note, a bit of constructive criticism that I would like to mention about Mirandus. Now, this may have been changed, okay? I probably haven't been up to date with the absolute latest information in terms of the development of the game Mirandus, but I was actually having a chat with Chewbacca on one of my more recent sort of Satoshi podcast AMAs with him, and he actually said a really good point and mentioned that Michael McCarthy, you know, that they weren't actually thinking about introducing a whole heap of players to the ecosystem. Okay, it was going to be mainly based around exemplars, and we kind of thought, well, we kind of want this game to grow to the size of a RuneScape, right? Have multi-millions of players playing this game, but if that's to happen, then it's not really possible with the amount of exemplars in existence. So, and honestly, in my opinion, there needs to be some kind of free-to-play element where they can have like a full-on cool experience, and then like the exemplars are just like a prestige experience, right? In my opinion, that's just a way that you got to make the game grow. Okay, now I hope that there's plans to change that. I don't know anything about it at the moment, but if I hear anything, I will be bringing it to these weekly episodes. But look, I'm still following the game. Mirandus on a Brave browser was the main reason I actually started following GALA games and buying a node, so I'm very thankful for that, but I just hope that on that front, in terms of the free-to-play, they do make the right decision and then don't make the gameplay just exclusive to exemplar holders or exemplar pilots, you know, people who are renting those NFTs, because let's face it, as I said already, if the game does grow and grows parabolic, you don't want people having issues trying to come in and play. That would be absolutely shocking, so let's see what happens. May Mayhem in Superior Open Season. For 2 weeks, folks, starting on Monday, anyone can play Superior on GALA Games, hunt superheroes, and compete for leaderboard rewards. The leaderboard rewards are going to be based on final leaderboard placement. The top 50 players will receive either an uncommon Murmur or uncommon Nomad NFT. The top 25% of players will receive an all-new NFT backpack, so definitely something worth playing for. Really important to note, guys, the leaderboard will only run from May 22nd through to May 29th. Then in terms of what you actually have to do to score high and potentially win these NFTs, listen up, guys. While completing missions, players will occasionally obtain golden challenge keys. These are the keys you need. Using these keys, they will access a special fixed seed leaderboard run. This can be repeated throughout the week, but only their top score will be recorded. Score is based on kills and time, just like the regular leaderboard. Players can go solo or in squads in this challenge run, but they'll need to have enough keys between the whole team to cover one for each player. Every week, the top 25% of the leaderboard will receive points based on their placement, which can then be redeemed for GALA based on what's available in the rewards pool. And just to wrap up today's video, folks, the Champions Arena Nexus bundle sale is live. Now, you know that I think this is the kind of like game that is a bit like Axie Infinity, but the cinematics are a lot better. Game has a lot of potential. It's a pretty high entry price if you want to get in early, but for a limited time only, guys, there's 30% off the actual Nexus here. One legendary Veronica champion. Now, I don't know really anything much more about it, aside from the fact that if you're kind of enjoying this game, if you enjoyed the playtest and you've got a bit of money to spend, then maybe check it out, but only if you're really considering buying one in the future, guys, because 30% off is pretty significant, but it's pretty obvious that they are trying to get people through the door. Alrighty, folks, that is all for today's Gala Games news video. If you like the video, guys, press the button. It's really easy to do and it does support me a hell of a lot. Subscribe to the channel and turn that notification bell on, and we'll catch you in next Tuesday's video. Take care.